Hello, I'm here, and this is my first ever Let's Draw Live. And I've not got a plan. So the plan is I'm going to doodle. What I'm going to doodle, I don't know. We'll see what happens. See what happens. Got a few settings I need to adjust. Where is it? Need you on. Cool. And I just want to make sure that the background music is also playing. That's the wrong way to do it. Silly me. There we go. Yeah, so that's playing away. Cool. Nicely in the background. So I shall get my fresh page. And we'll start figuring out what I'm drawing. Let's make a mess. What to draw? I generally draw lots of characters. I've got roughly about 2 hours to finish this, so we'll see what I do. Yeah, we need some green. Some green down. Yeah, that is a mess. Maybe try and get some. I'm gonna be loose because I don't know what I'm drawing. I want to get some yellows. Yellows are good. I like yellows. I also want a bit of blue, a small one. So it's here. I'm gonna zoom out a little. See what I got. I don't like these to be like rocks faces, I think. Yeah, it's like statues or something. I don't think it would be cool. Let's See what we can figure out. So I use these as like guide pass. So we can have another guy over, like either over here. He's holding some. Can hold something as well. Wow. I'm very loose. That's what I want to be. As I'm apparently drawing a scene. Let's pour water, but I want it to be flatter. Let's get this corner actually. Use the statues. Turn my opacity down. I don't know. Whoa. It's definitely turning into something. Let's go to filters. Blur. Apply quick blur. Yeah. I'm gonna get I'll go for the airbrush. Why not? This is all going on one layer apparently. So do you know what I want? I want to do a shadow. I want this brush though. I want to put animal of some kind in here. An actual one. Something to just signify. There we go. Right. I've got a sense of scale. I want to go back to these rocks because I want to do them a bit more. I think I need different color. I want to go a bit more rich. Figure out how these guys are gonna look. So if we do actually circle. So I'm not too fussed about getting the anatomy right, but I do want to kind of get the general gist of how these guys are meant to stand, how they all fit in. Green. Where's the green? Kind of look out the shape a bit more. Wow. let's actually turn it to giant block. And using the mesh. Going to cut into it. Don't need all the detail of the world, but yeah. Stuff maybe. I'm going to decide I kind of want these like floats maybe. Let's get some of that original colour added. Got a bit darker, set spots. Trying to avoid black. Smudge, it's not out. This one. Use this one, that helps me get a bit more of a sharper line, not edge. I'm trying to blend it. Let's do that. It's actually a big brush that I can actually call it. So, let's see. Delete. That was not going the way I wanted, and that's fine. I'm going to try and use. Do you know what? Let's try using a screen. Let's use a block pen. I'll use this green. I want to use nice light yellow. And then I'm going to come down here to a lighter blue. I'm going to duplicate these. Shift them down, and then I'm going to activate my multiply layer. I will use this, go into my original layer, as my dark version of the colour. And if I switch this to overlay, I will make my lighter version of the colour. Get rid of that layer. There we go. So I've got Nice, lovely. Selections. This, and we're going to be cropping this out in a minute. So I'm going to get this. I'm just going to go Control CV. Move this over again. Control CV. And one last time. Control CV. Get rid of that. And then I should have, if I've done it right, which I haven't. Wanting to do what I want, please. Control CV. That might come. There we go. Got my 3 SKUs. So I'm just going to get my paintbrush. I'm gonna get back in this bit, back in a bit more, get me a light, right in this bit. There we go. I don't wanna not have me thingy, so I'm just going to do that one. It's just to give me a nice little bunch of block of colours. So I've not done this the same on each of them. Each of them have a different ratio of how far each of us gone, but yeah. Interesting. Let's go on to the actual layer. Do that. Do that. Yeah, I'm going to shrink it a little. Do that. Okay. So we've got nice variety. Once again. Just going to go try everything. The next one. Why? Delete everything. Oops. Why again? Moved over again. Why? What up? Okay, cool. I'm going to use these now. These are my one and only colours that I'm going to use. Just going to group them together. Oops. Colours. You can just light her in the corner. So I'm going to start by getting my darkest colour. How long have I got? So I'm in 20 minutes so far. So I've got about just over an hour and a half. So an hour and a half to start finish. Oh, doesn't need to be perfect. Oh, it's only a new layer because I can't draw on the background layer on Critter because I've locked it. I'm just going to start with some thumbnails, maybe some quick drawings. As I said, I generally draw characters, so maybe we'll just try and draw something. A pose, maybe yeah. Draw something that you don't usually draw. All's good. Yeah, centaur. Maybe something a bit cute. Here's my actual style I have for the head. Isn't it? It's just about trying to find something. What is this? Maybe a souped up, more souped up version of Beetle. Uber drill. Skinny bug legs. Oh. Bee centaur. Got the body of a bee. Top of a man, and for some strange reason, he's got drills for hands. It's a soldier bee. Yeah, I'm liking that one actually. So, I'm gonna delete the others. Well, I'm gonna make that smaller. Go up there. I've kind of gone the colours for it, I suppose. A nice yellow there that I can use. And just because of, I could probably cheat and use a few others for minute things, but we'll use green for the humanish body, maybe. Let's see. Let's see what we get. Let's take that. And yeah. So let's start by blocking out again. no, generally what I'm doing. I think I want to give it like sort of like a solid piece of armor on here. It's going to be like more of an insect caprice, whatever you want to call it. An insect shell. And I could have, I don't know, a flare here. This is where the bee centaur gets a bit funky. So, I'm going to figure out. Right. I will. This has a play ball. No, that's not what I wanted. It's just refusing to listen to me. Right, okay. There we go. Let's have a look. What does a bee look like? Buzzy, buzzy bee. Right, okay. So I'm thinking bees have kind of like a furry mane around the head, so maybe I could use that in there. It's generally kind of a yellowish, so maybe yellowish color. And I could use the yellow again for some other things. I'm just trying to figure out how one would do the body shape. Because the body shape is generally like they have the head here, and it looks like they've got like a smaller outer body, and then they've got the rest here. And then they've got three legs, one which is like connected right next to the head. One comes out here. And then they've got another one which kind of does like this. Yeah. And with the angle I've got, I actually want to use this other reference I'm looking at here. So I actually want to kind of go for more. So it's actually, yeah. So you've got another circle here. So you got your head here, which is a circle. And then you've got the rest of the body kind of here. And then as for the legs, I've got a leg here. Comes out. Got a leg that kind of quite short, not really doing much. I've got that really big back leg. And I mean big because this bit's like, well, it's not quite like that, but it's, yeah, quite big. And obviously you got the wings that are kind of coming off. So, yeah. Move that to one side. Cool. So yeah, so I kind of want to have this here, another body, and then I'm thinking of having the tail bit. Because I'm going for a kind of 3/4 view here. So, just a rough sketch. So we can be forgiven. Like I was saying, similar to that one, so we'll just do a nice little sweep motion like this. I would have the stinger right at the end. We'd want to have front foot here, another foot here, and then we'd want another foot which comes out like that. So it's actually would be like quite low to the ground. It would not be very tall. So let's have a yes, I'd have like a. I think it's in like looks like it's in like 3 segments. So doing something like that maybe. And they're very furry. Which is on the right location. So we're not looking for perfection with this, we're just looking for a bit of stupid enlightenment. How would you want to have this for a humanoid bug insect thing? So that tells you probably get away. Ooh. Have it be like a not the antennas be. We'll give it like a mask helmet thing maybe. Such a emails will make it people's personal preference. Or I could just keep it. So where's the other leg gonna come down here? So I want it down here, and then you're gonna have a leg down. It's gonna be like maybe there. Right, I'm going to not clear it. I'm gonna lower it because I've got a couple of ideas now. I'm gonna use a black to do some more lines. And this is literally the rough face of it. And I'm a smaller brush, and generally go for maybe about 15. So, yes. And preferably use a new layer for this as well. Just getting the roughly what I want here. I'm actually going to go these in here. And there can get roughly the right location. Right. Get rid of that line. It's a terrible line. Oh, then we've got that. Okay. So is there anything else that I would want to add to this? I mean, we could add some pincers maybe. The helmet. Well, it's more of a mask currently, so that works very well. And I'm going to put some dots here, and then we can figure out where exactly these antennas go. Now, I'm not looking at exactly what these should look like, but yeah. Nice. A bit of imagination goes along. Great. Like I said, I wanted kind of to have this like fur, a collar going around. So I'll keep that. And then actually I wanna do I find out where I want them to roughly be, which is there. Can do this. Remembering, I've still got it on mirror, so let's take the mirror off. Of this curve. Just a curve as well. I want it to be more curvy. And then I do it be angular. I think that would help with the because obviously it's B, and a B is not exactly quite blocky and angular. They're quite, you know, they've got circles and spheres. Yeah. You know, tube shapes. Yeah, it's like. try and keep it a bit more. Yeah, let's keep it a bit more. I want these to go. I don't want these to go down. Let's see, where do I want the arm to be first? So, got my arm here. Yeah, I think that's fine. The arm's not quite right, but it's fine. And I know I was gonna go with the arms, but I think it might work better if she had like a spear. I actually want it to curve into the underbody from here. And more like it's going into like a dress or something instead. So if I have like have the bottom bit be more a bit like that. I think that's, yeah, I'm liking that a bit. Still need to do the placement of the legs, but that's fine. Like I said, I can just, this I just find it's gonna just be sweeping around like that. I will add a giant needle to the bottom. You can just pretty much, you're just seeing the bottom part of it rather than the top. So you might actually want it to be more here. So let's have a look at this other arm. Back on 15. I've got. Do you know what? I want these like they are. I want to make them smaller. And then I'll make another one. Just comes down like this. Perfect. This one. A bit more like this. I'm gonna have a quick look. Some bug armor. And just to see if anyone's what other people have done with like bug shaped bugs. Yeah. So some people have been a bit pointy, some people have not. So most of them are generally following the same design of normal Golden Ivy Paladin things. probably butchering names of parts of armor. So, I'll press the right button. So, I do that. Come in here. A bit more. Go. So, I need to come down like that. And then over here, have this one coming down. I'm coming down. Comes down to roughly the waistline. This one's going to be its arm. Going back up. So it's like, yeah, this arm needs to be pulled out a little. If you were holding, you imagine holding a pipe yourself or this bar, you're generally going to want to pull it out a little. So your shoulder's probably going to be popping out over here. And then maybe not as long, but there you go. So then this is coming out here. Now, yeah. Let me just move my colours. Can move to the bottom. I'm actually going to shrink these a little. Right. And then go back to my brush. And I'm going to probably want it to be a bit more lance-like. Yeah, just to kind of signify more that it's like bees. And I'm actually going to give them 3 fingers. You know. And I'm going to go and do that. Right, so that's somewhat what it should be like. Come over here. Do this hand, and like I said, it's a bug, so I'm going to do like a blackout thing here. And then just do like a armor thing. So a quick hand. So this arm is obviously wrong. It's not quite aligned right. But that's fine. It is a quick drawing. What time now? So we've got about another an hour and 10 to finish this off. I'm not wanting to be 100% accurate, and I don't really need to be. If I go use that, yeah, do that. So let's fix this first before I go on to the next bit. So I want to fix this entire arm, and then I'm taking the antenna with me there. So I don't want the antenna to go, so I'll just do that. take the rest of this. So if I just take this, so I kind of, that's fine. I want to lower it. So whilst, yeah, so what they have to be more this way. I'm just going to get rid of that. I want this. This to be facing all this way. Yeah, that's better. Right, so if I just do that. Now, let's figure out these legs. Where's my reference? I'll just need a random B. Go. So it looks like the front. So it looks like the brush up. It looks like when you're doing the feet, it's got these little initial ones, and it's got like a nice bulky one, and these are all kind of, and they all look kind of like the shape kind of shape that they all look like. So it's very much shape, strike shapes at this point. And then, because the front ones for some reasons are very short, comes almost pointed here, and then it goes into a very narrow kind of wrong. I'm assuming they're only for, I have no idea what, because I don't know what these do. Well, this, what everything is used for on a B. A bar. And then we need another one. So, I think it's just a bit like this shape. And this one comes more to a point, and then you get the weird little foot thing. So, which I'm exaggerating a bit because it's not quite how a bee's foot goes. Because the small foot kind of goes like right weird, and then like weird little barbs right at the end of it. So we need this guy to be able to stand. They need to stand. So where's, so having another glance at one's reference. Let's see. So this one actually seems from this photo to connect to the back of the body. But it's still again the same pattern, so it's kind of like this kind of shape. Can't really see any of the joints. It's And this bottom one, compared to like this one, is actually quite much bigger. Should probably get this reference up so you can see it. I'll just show you this reference that I've got. There we go. As on monitor. This is the reference that I'm looking at. So as you can see, it's kind of got this pattern here, and it's got a big bulky one, whereas this one's quite short. And like I said, it kind of tapers off quite wildly on the front. And that's why, compared to how I've drawn them on here. So, going back to my layer. So, but this one's a shorter one, and then it goes back to that weird kind of thing, which I'm going to do more like that. Okay. And then, because we're kind of following a similar, well, the reference I've got is more top down and then cross, but I've got a similar thing going on here, so I think it'd be coming along down here. So again, and the leg really does get really bulky right at the back, so it's much bulkier than the other one, and this one actually manages to sit on the floor. It kind of sits like that. So let's see. So if we say this is my floor, it should be touching the front of the floor. And I should have another set kind of hitting this part of the floor, and then this should be hitting this part of the floor. My angle's off here. So here's my line. Yeah, so this is not in the right spot. That's what I've done wrong. This should actually be more over here next to the... Might need to go more closer to the hand. Yeah, so that's more accurate. That's more what we need to do. Oops. Yeah, and then I want to, when I'm on brush, alright, Control Z. So let's move it down slightly. So now it's just getting these legs in the right spots. Because I think I could do moving this leg also. Straighten up my canvas. This should be, these should all be kind of behind each other. Should they be kind of level though? Let's get another pen. Let's get... we'll go blue. This blue. So currently my body and everything is going this way and then this way. I've got my feet going like this way. My feet also need to go this way. So that means I need to bring these down even further. I can do that. Right, okay. That works better. And then I only see the front of this one, so that goes vertical, and I can see a bit of that one, and then it goes vertically down. Over here, I will have that over there, and then I can hardly see that thing over there, but I get a nice lovely big block. Cool. So I'm going to lighten these layers and then do one final pass of this, and that should be my final bit before then I start blocking in colors and other stuff. So get me green again, because I think I'll go back to green. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Because there's lots of ways I can tackle this, and I might... Yeah. Yeah, so I'm just going to go do some line out. Why not? So, do I need that? No. I've not put the wings in yet, but I can do that in a minute. That's my reference there. One thing that I would suggest is naming them. Base line art. Oh, there we go. Base sketch. And that's just ref lines. So now I've got this one, which will be my line art. So I want to be a bit neater on this one. So I'm going to actually, on this, extend. Let me get rid of all these. So, yeah. So, let me do that again. This is going to be my line. I'm using the wrong pen for my line art. 15. So I use this one that's got a bit of variation in it. And it's just one of the standard brushes from Critter, if I'm not mistaken. Might be. Been a while since I've had a look. It's the Ink 3G pen. Yeah. So I'm gonna use one thing that I need to always remember when I do line art is to make sure I know what I'm lining first. Because if you go into it and then you keep forgetting what it is you're trying to do, keep changing it, then you generally get issues. Because you're like, oh, I can add that, I can add this. And I've been there with the issues, I will add. Right, let's do another. That's too much. I mean, if you haven't already noticed, I've already kind of broken the rule because technically I added a pit to this, but it's alright if you can see it and it makes sense. It's just don't do it too much. And make sure it's kind of already within the sketch. Alright. What? Another line over there. Oh, how am I doing time-wise? So about an hour now. An hour left. So I would always recommend people take the time with this. Copying on what I've done there, just do another thing, and then I can do like the little zigzagginess. That is the end of a bee's foot. And then I've got this. So I can't really see this. I'm not going to bother doing too much on them. I'll do. I'm going to block them in a bit. To just look in the entire back of that as well. There we go. And then that's just going to be nice. Big block. Just do a little circle there. It looks roughly right, and as long as you get that, then you should generally be alright. That's too much lines. Just remember with fur, sometimes less is more. So I would like doing way too many of these bumpy lines. You don't really want to do that. So see, this is where I need to be careful because I'm adding these lines in. I kind of want it to join up to there now. It's kind of similar to how over here is. So I could add way too much stuff on this. And then I'm going to just do this. The inner lockings. Can't see up for that. Right. There we go. I'm adding a few more details, obviously. This face line, because it's a bit more of a full face mask than just like the front part of the face mask. So it's kind of like a between a mask and a helmet. Too thick a line, I think. Still want to erase. I want to get this a bit closer. Like this antenna here. It's a bit of a dodgy line. Go. Another. Now the antenna. Is it an antenna? Feeler. That line's bad. I feel like this is way too far back now. Yeah, I need to redo that eye. Just go to this layer. My line's right. This mask is actually going more like this. No, it's wrong. Let's see. This mask is going more like this. Use that as the top. Should be more like that. There we go. That'll work, I think. Take off of a race. And then just need to move it forward a little. Yeah, it was actually better there. Let's just turn it slightly so it's a bit flatter on the bottom. And we're good. No, there is another. I need to adjust this line as well. Yeah, I'm spending now far too much time on this line art. And then I'm going to just do this. So I'm going to ignore the pincers I had. That's wrong. There we go. And do this. Right. The neck. Oh, the troublesome arm. I'm going to need to be a bit speedier on this. Right. That's wrong. Go. There we go. There we go. Like that. Second. Thumb's in the wrong spot. It's one thing everyone gets as soon as they have humanoid is opposable thumbs. I can't want this to just go straight down. I've done misplaced parts of this hand because I've not drawn the where it's going. Right. Okay. Let me use this. Change this to 8. There we go. E. I'm gonna erase. I want to erase this as well. Just E again to take it back from erase. Go back to my original pen. Let's see. Best way to do this. Not that way. Let's first get point of reference. And then from here eyeball on it. There we go. Get rid of that because I don't need that. Just do that. Get a bit more. Oops. Alright, there we go. There you go. Spear. Now I just need to finish off this back foot here. This is gonna be very interesting. See how it turns out. And then I almost forgot. Because it's here. That. And that. I believe that's it. And there's the line down the middle that I've not done. That it? Yeah. So, I was kind of thinking of giving a ponytail. And there we have it. Oops. Now, with the last half an hour, let's see if we can get some simple shading on there, colouring and shading. Oh, I've got the hand. Though, I'm going to just raise this hand slightly. And didn't change the line, the base line out that we're using. I've just raised it. need to get rid of part of the line out for the leg. It's fine. I think that's wrong. We just have a lot to do here. That is, I think, finger. A bit longer. Hands of the bin of an artist's existence. That'll do. Because like I said, we're running out of time. And now I have a somewhat functional piece of lineup. Just going to sort these out. That'll do. Can I? So I want to be on my current layer. So there is a flaw somewhere. And it is with the main. That rectify it? There's also an issue. Is there an issue? Oh, it gets all there, gets all around there. Goes all the way around there. Oh, yes. So there's technically an issue here, but I can correct that easily enough. That wrong thing. There we go. There's always going to be something wrong over here. And again, I want to deduct. And then add back. Right, I think that's everything. Things wrapping around anywhere else. It's fine. That appears to be fine. Let's see the last one. There is an issue down at the bottom. Just had that already. Oh. I just add this. Yeah. There we go. Cool. And now I'll do what I did a second ago. I need to invert, add a new layer, which I'm going to turn grey. And that gives me this. And apparently I did have another flaw. I had two. But that's fine. I'll take this grey. I'm just going to fill all of this in. Right. Cool. The back. Telling you down, and we've currently got 20 minutes, so we need to decide our colours. I've got our colour palette down here. I'm going to get some colours going. So I kind of want a green armour, so I'm going to actually go for yellow for this little man that they've got going on here. I'm going to just slap it down as well. And I am on the wrong layer. So make sure you're on the correct layer. And I'm wanting to do... So is there anything else that I want? Yellow? Well, kind of, because I want the main body to be yellow. Right. Not sure if I want that to be yellow, but I'll put it for yellow for now. Because all the yellow. And then I think that's all the yellow, so I'm going to put that as the and then I'll use this one as armor. So like I said, I wanted to go for green. I'll go for the neutral color green rather than the very vibrant yellow. I like the very vibrantest one. That in as well. Armor. And also the green. So there we go. More green armor. Not being overly worried about it. Well, one, I don't have time. Worried. Mask screen. Not sure if I want the antennas green, but I'm making green for now. I actually want to get this darker color and do a new layer. Just going to call this one darks. So the legs are actually quite dark. I'm going to do it's going to be very sloppy, yeah, for a very particular reason. Can delete what I don't need. So I'm going to get the best layer that I made. Select that. And then go back to my darks. And if I just invert it, delete, then I'll just get rid of any excess that is outside the area. And I can do that again for the armor and for the fur as well. And it just gets rid of anything that's outside the silhouette I've already done. So for the fur, it looks like I've missed a bit. Some more. The darks, it looks like I went a bit too far up here. Now I could go around and mask off each area and do it that way, but it's just this is enough to do. I'll put the armor above the darks because it kind of is. Have to erase a bit. Go back to the fur. And go back to the darks. Go back to the fur again. Do that, and then I can go to the armors, just get rid of a bit. And I think I need to add a little as well. This isn't meant to be perfect. Not seeking perfection, we're seeking to finish something within a set amount of time. Right, cool. I think that's about it. Go back to my furs for a second, because there is a bit over here that I want to just... Alright. So I want to get this blue. So I'm actually wanting to see what having blue here would look like. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I don't think I want too much blue though, so I think that might be it. I do want to go back to fur. Yeah. Go back to my armor parts. There is a bit. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. Right, almost there. How are we looking? We've got about 10 minutes left. I'm gonna go for potentially uber simple trading method. So I'm just gonna group all these together. Call them a color, and I can spell base. Duplicate it and group it again because that's a bad idea. Overlap it, and then similar to how I've done these, I'm just going to get my multiplier layer and just put that over it. But then I'm going to go down, add a transparency mask, and then change it from white into black. That's going to get rid of it all. And then if I can remember which way around it is, I'm going to use a block brush for this. So what I want to do is I'm going to... So I want this to be white. So basically, when it's white, I can draw on it and it will apply the shader to it. I can now just quickly go in. I could go into the sides and just start applying quickly some very basic shadows. Can't see the stinger because I never drew one, but it's kind of in the back, so yeah, shouldn't really be able to see it, I suppose. And I can just shadow all this up. Yeah, making sure I get into the and you won't be able to do go out of the lines anyway. It's obviously the only place that's coloured. Yeah, so the only thing that's coloured is obviously wherever the duplicate of the colours that you've already placed on here. And once you've kind of got all this sorted, you can go in and then just kind of do like you can just like change colours as well. That's wrong. Yeah. Shaded. Shading. Shading. So, two. So like I said, I can use the erase what I don't want because that's just gonna not delete it, but I'm on a transparency layer, it will just apply it back. So we can just do the S. Just apply it to. So I'm like, okay, I don't really need any shading applied to there. As you can also tell, the yellow doesn't really give me much in terms of feedback or how these shadows are. I can go in and just switch up the yellow, because I can just go into the, I mean, I've made a mess up here, but that's fine. So, would you call this Centaur Bee? This is what I've thought of with my Centaur Bee. Right, what else do I need? Well, I also want to go back on erase a bit from it. Give me a nice little glowy. And then I also want to duplicate this layer again, group it together. So I'm going to go put that as shadows. Shadows. No, couldn't spell again. And this is lights. So this is just going to be an overlay. But once again, like I said, I just need a transparency mask. And delete that. And I'm going to do this slightly differently. So I'm going to use this 5. I just want delete white. I just want to do like a shader. So if I go too much. Not liking it. Let's go back. Well, that's 2 hours. But I had roughly about 20 minutes faffing right at the start as well. So we'll go into bonus time, shall we? As you can tell, it's not really giving me a decent-ish colour, is that? So I'm going to actually see if there's anything else. Addition works. We're going to use addition. Yeah, so go of addition for this one. And then I can get I'm on the wrong layer. What's I doing on this layer? So I was changing the opacity, that's what. Go back to correct layer. And then start throwing on some basic coolers. Thanks. So I think I've used too bright a yellow. I'm gonna have to bring that down. So if I go into the normal fur layer, take off those, go back to fur, and I'm actually going to look at this. I have select a new color on this, just a bit more saturated, lock the layer, and then I can just get my big brush. Not lock, color lock. That's what I want. So it's a bit more of a duller color. But if I add my shadows back, then you get a bit more pop from them, and then once I add my lights, I'm going to get a bit more pop, because this is still using the lighter colour that I had before. And then I can probably up these in a minute. And you can, if you want, all this in. Do a little blending on the breastplate. And this is quite a non-destructive workflow, so I could, if I wanted, to just go back with the block brush. Add or take away. As you can tell, there's only one thing I've not really looked at. What can I do there? So I want my shadows, because I want to make a silly shadow right underneath here. That's where the effect is going to come from. So that is roughly finished. I'm just going to do one more. It's going to be a white layer. I'm going to put it as overlay. I'm going to do it as a transparency mask as well. And it is literally, in fact, do I want it as overlay? Map color dodge. Let's try that. And this is going to be for like all the best highlights, I suppose. Don't want it. So this is going to give that pop. So currently it's set to I can just get rid of a bit of it as well. And turn this brush size down. This just helps. Add a little thing to here. And to here. Right. Let's probably use one. You can even add it to the inside where there's a shadow. Because you can still get some rim lighting even though there's a shadow there. I think I'm just about done with this. Not the best. But it's not too bad for the two hours I spent on it. There's a lot of things that could be improved. Right. Send. Take it still. That one. Even on the shadowed part. Now the only thing I currently have forgot to add is the I think it's meant to be B to have the iconic B kind of look. There we go. And if I go back to my flat, select it all, go back to here, delete that one for now. I delete everything outside. I think that just about does it. And I shall make it a bit more jazzy. So first move our piece, a bit more central. Another 5 minutes. There we go, I'll do. I'm gonna get a gradient set up. And I don't want this blue. I want some pastels here. Oh, what's this like? No. And that does show me that I need to also do that with the light layer actually. So if I go to here, do this, this, go to the light layer, just delete it. And I don't think I really need the line art too much, so I actually take that off. You can't really see my line art. I'm actually going to have that off. And I'll go do that. There we go. I don't want it like that. I actually want to have we have not wanting. No. Do that. Then get the single. Which Change that to light pastel pink. In fact, we can utilize our colours. I'm actually going to select this light blue. Go back to this. Light blue. I'm going to duplicate this, merge it down, lock it. Block brush. To a shadow, and I can just move it. Simple. Over here, it's one of these ships. And a shape. Two. Just the one. There's another one. A bit. And then you pretty much started. The other thing you can do if you don't want to do maybe the shadow, or even if you do want to do the shadow, you can copy it again. Match it down. Yeah. And we'll just turn the transparency down. I'm just going to move it. I'm actually going to enlarge it. Just have like a just want it faded. Yeah. Maybe I could flip it as well. And there you go. 2 hours and 20 minutes later. Now, another thing, bonus again, I generally do, is I generally potentially put a border around this. Yeah. Just be a rather simple one as well. Doesn't have to be fancy. And there you go. Got yourself a border. Got yourself a finished piece of art. Oops. Lock that. Go. Gradient. Put on RS. And I can do that. Too far. Gonna have like a nice lovely transition from white grey to black, so then you got a nice all arounder. There we go. There's my bee centaur thing. Done. and dusted. And the methods that I use for this, you can obviously do a lot better. I've done better things than I did this in this time, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. So with that anyway, I'm going to end it there. And this was yeah, so this was an episode of Let's Draw Out, or a stream of Let's Draw Out, or Stream and Doodle, as I've named it. So yeah, Chaos Knight. Let's Draw Live. Stream and Doodle, as the title of this file is called. But yeah, it was fun. I will speak to everybody later, I suppose. I will now wave goodbye. And I will stop my stream. So bye bye. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.